The economic transactions of the Biden family may be exposed by this money guy, business associate of Hunter Biden. The president's alleged close participation with Hunter Biden's financial transactions was revealed in Devon Archer's explosive congressional interview last week. This has shed new light on the president's son's long-term business partner, who is in a unique position to know much more. Eric Schwerin probably will be the next subject of the House Oversight Committee's inquiry into the commercial transactions of the Biden family because he visited the Obama White House and the home of the then vice president at least 36 times between 2009 and 2016. When President Obama, who was in office at the time, chose Schwerin to join the Commission for the Preservation of America's Heritage Abroad, an independent U.S. government organization, in the beginning of 2015, he was the founding partner and managing director of Hunter's now-dissolved company Rosemont Seneca Partners. In an email dated March 13, 2015, Hunter revealed that Schwerin had requested one of these the day after the election in 2008. Schwerin was reappointed to the commission in January 2017. The number of Schwerin's visits to the White House could be much higher than 36 if any of his meetings fell under its voluntary disclosure policy exception of purely personal guests, due to his handling of the Biden family's personal finances. The White House will not release access records related to purely personal guests of the first and second families, i.e., visits that do not involve any official or political business, the Obama administration's archived website says. Hunter's ex-wife, Kathleen Beulah, who was married to the president's son from 1993 to 2017, revealed in a memoir in June 2022 that Schwerin managed almost every aspect of our financial life. Hunter also acknowledged that Schwerin was a close confidant and counsel to his father in a February 2014 email thread with Schwerin, Fox News Digital previously reported. Peter Schweitzer, the president of Government Accountability Institute and an expert on Hunter's business dealings, told Sunday Morning Futures host Maria Bartiromo on Sunday that if Devon Archer was the sort of business guy, the deal guy and how you structure this, Eric Schwerin was the money guy. One of Schwerin's visits to the White House, in November 2010, was a sit-down with Biden in the West Wing. Schwerin also visited Biden's residence at least 15 times for various holiday receptions, including the December 12 holiday reception in 2015 that came a couple of days after Biden's infamous trip to Ukraine, where he threatened to withhold $1 billion in U.S. aid if the country's leaders did not fire their top prosecutor. According to White House visitor logs, Schwerin attended the reception along with Hunter, Archer, and Sebastian Momtazi, an associate who worked in Rosemont Seneca's New York City office with Archer. Archer, who was also on the Burisma board with Hunter, and Momtazi both had Burisma.com email addresses, according to emails previously reviewed by Fox News Digital. On March 2, 2012, Schwerin met with Hunter and former Colombia President Andrés Pastrana Arango at Vice President Biden's Naval Observatory residence, according to an entry in Hunter's personal calendar previously reported by the New York Post. Later the same day, Hunter, whose Rosemont Seneca had entered a contract months earlier with OISH, a Brazilian construction company with Colombian interests, scheduled a lunch at Café Milano with Arango and Juan Esteban Ortiz, the president of Colombian Coffee Federation, the Post reported. In April 2015, 1 month after his initial appointment in the U.S. government, Schwerin visited Vice President Biden's residence for what the visitor logs labeled a meeting. The visitor log for April 15 does not list who he met with or whether Vice President Biden was present, but the timing will likely spark some questions from Republicans on the House Oversight Committee due to the meeting taking place one day before Vice President Biden's infamous dinner at Café Milano with multiple business associates of Hunter, including top Burisma executive Vadim Pashersky. Archer confirmed last week that Vice President Biden showed up at the upscale Georgetown restaurant on April 16 and had dinner with several of Hunter's business associates including Vadim P. from Burisma, blowing the lid off the narrative that the Biden campaign and Biden White House repeatedly pushed denying then Vice President Biden attended the dinner. Schwerin also visited with several of Biden's aides throughout the tenure of the Obama-Biden administration, including his first documented visit at the Obama White House in late 2009 with Evan Ryan, who is married to Biden's Secretary of State Antony Blinken and is currently serving as the White House Cabinet Secretary. She was also in frequent communication with Hunter and Schwerin throughout the administration about White House events, including the Mexico State Dinner and the annual Easter egg roll in 2010. OVP has 250 tickets to the Easter egg roll and your mom has an additional 200. Family, etc. is coming out of your mom's allotment, Schwerin said in the email to Hunter, referring to Ryan. Evan is handling your dad's and we can pass on names to her for outreach purposes. Let's discuss. I don't think we have 50 spots, but if we had 20 or so names we'd probably be fine.